Wherever you fucking look, I'm there at that tag. Who this is one, two S's in this. So I emphasize the fact that I'm not stuttering like I did right now, but shout out to the stuttering community for being able to fucking imagine I had a fucking audience in front of me whenever the occasion arises, full of stutterers, and they all in unison are stuttering to get this out at the same time. Now listen, again, shout outs to the stuttering community. No shame in them. I'm not embarrassing them. I'm not belittling them or nothing, but I'm saying it'd be pretty awesome if that could happen. If ever I can make that happen. Let's, hope and pray it does happen. Just be cool. Not to laugh at you guys, but just to take in the fun and embrace you all as you take on the day regardless of your stuttering. There's also the fact that I have to now confront, better yet said, or almost engage in battle. Not so much physically, thank God not physically, but more verbal, as in I got a bully at home who's not this lovely individual behind me, which is a cardboard cutout of the boss, Sasha Banks, who I actually just discovered now of all things. Forgive me for being late to this party or hopping on this train very, very late at the very tail end almost. But apparently she has a twin in the porn industry, better yet said, not literally twin, but more like a doppelganger, I think they call it. I forget her name. I just found out she's like her porn industry twin, which a lot of people and or celebrities more specifically fear having, like that person in the porn industry who makes or is well known enough in porn that looks just like you so they can pass off as you in the porn industry. Like, I can't remember any names right now, but there's, perfect example was Mariah Carey had Mary Carey, who, dare I say, Mary Carey, the porn star version and or doppelganger for Mariah Carey, was an absolute piece of ass when I first saw her. Like, just a fucking bright-eyed, pretty, fucking big-tittied, great-assed porn star, blonde, whatever, which I forget what happened to her now. I think she ran for governor at some point or whatever, but go figure. Porn star politics and or politicians, they're like one of the same, cut from the same cloth, because politics is really just a dick measuring contest of who's the bigger and best liar. Porn is a whole fabricated lie as far as, of course, the pizza delivery boy with the hot, single, depressed, but happens to be a total piece of fucking ass, lonely housewife, cougar, MILF, all bundled into one, who wanted the extra sausage and pepperoni, not just on her fucking pizza toppings, but, in the bed, of all things. So she's a fucking slob. She's a hoarder, probably too low-key, but it's porn, so everybody's perfect and beautifully shaped and chiseled. Or, of course, unless, and shout-outs to you, too, out there, unless you're into the BBWs and or the BBCs get involved, too, as well, where that's up your alley. No shout-outs at all to you fucking degenerates, you criminals, you fucking deviants who are into the foot fetishing and or the bronies, the furries, whoever the fuck you are out there. You're disgusting. You need fucking help and or don't ever send me DMs and or requests to see my feet, because they're a horror show. And no pun intended, they're like a Rocky horror show, literally, as far as like I look like I got boulders and or crag rock growing out of my toenails. I got like fungus I'm dealing with still. I'm taking pills for it. But I'm just not quite over them yet. They haven't been cured as of yet, unfortunately. But hopefully soon enough, considering it's still my birthday month, maybe by October 1st, I can pray hard enough to God. I'll wake up one day and they'll be brand spanking new growing out of my fucking toes. But that's for later times. Porn aside, all that too. She has a fucking porn star twin, which I've looked her up, obviously, wink, wink. But she's not as cute, I'd say. She's up there. She does look a lot like her, Sasha Banks here, but not quite there yet.
Woo, that tip hurt.
Come on, I thought you were a tough guy.
Who said that? Who said that? Who told you that? I'm not paying to get no pay. I was paying to feel good. I thought a woman was going to be caressing me.
She did. That part's over.
Yeah, I mean, to have a doppelganger like that too, well, maybe it's not the most flattering thing, but I wonder if I haven't looked that much thoroughly into it. I just literally looked up her body of work, the porn star twin version of Sasha Banks, but I haven't looked to see if she's dubbed herself like Sasha Banks with 3 X's at the end and passed off as her like that yet. Which I'll have to force myself to do much more thorough, further research for the record, per se. But that aside, I'm bringing up my girlfriend, which is not her in my mind. I'm not a creep. I have an actual, tangible, physical, in the flesh, I get into constantly, girlfriend of mine, who has a problem with, of all things, get this, a girlfriend giving her boyfriend her loving, caring, respectful, mindful, cooks for her, cleans for her, after doing a full 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, every single fucking day of the goddamn week, month, year. And guess whose fucking name is on the lease? Solely me. Loving boyfriend. Of all things, she's fucking bullying me. Guess what? A girlfriend harassing a boyfriend. What else is fucking new? Guess what she's got a problem with? Of all things possible, imaginable. Just take a second, if you will. Dramatic pause right here. To take a wild guess. You had enough time? Can't really come up with something, or maybe you're thinking too much of the trauma you're going with as a very loving, caring boyfriend, perfect example, material of a boyfriend, horrors you're going through at home because of what your girlfriend does to you. Well, I'm sorry, I share in your pain sometimes. She's not bad, honestly, but this is one, she's got these stupid little triggers, little things that set her off. You're looking at it right now. It's not the lovely Sasha Banks cutout, which oddly enough, thank God she has no problem with. She hasn't tried to destroy or like throw at me in a fight. We don't get the fights like that. We just like kind of verbally spar sometimes. And or, you know, the coating on the fucking walls in the apartment. And or, you know, the fact that I refuse still to kind of cut my armpit hairs until they get to a certain length and or grow to be too much or too rank smell-wise. Oh shit, it is time to cut those off. No. You are looking at it, but right now, it's this fucking shirt. This actual, like, polo brand, if you can see the logo there, brand t-shirt that I've had, mind you, since 2008. This shirt has been through some things. It's almost lived through the fucking Afghan or invasion of Iraq, Afghanistan war, whatever we fucking had going on with Bush and them and all that. Or was it Obama? I forget. But whatever. It almost is from this era. That this t-shirt literally is that old. It's lasted longer with me than my current girlfriend right now. This shirt has been with me and is my longest running relationship. Longer than both my relationships combined. My ex and my current one right now. And she's got the nerve, the balls, or I don't know, the loose pussy lips, which she doesn't have, but I'm just saying proverbially, since women don't have nuts, and or at least the ones that haven't transitioned into, you know, LGBTQ, shout out to them, of course, always. No disrespect and no shame in them. She's got a problem with this fucking t-shirt, and she always has a fight to pick with me, a bone to pick with me, anytime I decide to wear this shirt, which is doing nothing to nobody, hurting nobody. If anything, this shirt has hurt itself because it's been through some things, as it looks like. I've never lived on the streets. I never had a homeless phase either. It's just been through a lot as far as how long it's endured and stayed with me. Yes, it's full of holes. Yes, it's not as sturdy or well put together or strung as it used to be at one point in my life. But guess what? This t-shirt has history. I bought this at Macy's, the Queens Center Mall, Macy's to be specific, back in 2008 roughly. Ask me why I remember, because I can't remember fucking most of my social security number half the time. I got that bad a fucking memory. But I can tell you which match of hers was the best ever, Sasha Banks, from the past, which was NXT Brooklyn 1, I believe, her versus Bayley. Greatest women's match of all time in wrestling terms. But besides that nerdy shit right now, I have a bad memory otherwise.
My dad liked to kid around from time to time, and he was born in Harlem and used to tell me that he was the last white baby to ever be born in Harlem.
But this shirt, why do I recall finally when I bought this shirt and why I still have this shirt? This is literally the most comfortable t-shirt I've had ever draped over my physical form. Even if it's falling apart, even if it's full of holes, even if it's not as clean and or pristine looking as it once was in its glory days when I just bought it some years after, many wash cycles later. Okay, but it's lasted this long with me. I use it to sleep and or be around the house when no one else is here. And it's no one else's business, period, if I do or don't wear this shit. It's still a free country. I'm free to do what I choose within the confines of where I pay rent to fucking live in the first place. She has a beef to pick, a bone to pick, a very big one whenever I decide to wear this shit. Why? Oh, I deserve better. Oh, I should pamper myself better. Why am I being so cheap and not buying an actual t-shirt to sleep in? Because I don't fucking care. I'm not materialistic like that. At least in this sense, too. This t-shirt is treating me better than that ex I had. And not to put her down, not to shame her purposely or to bring up past history like that. But I fucking cried in this t-shirt because of that fucking ex of mine. Because of the type of fights we get into, just very short of getting physical. And now this one, my current girlfriend, has a bone to pick, has a massive beef. T-bone steak-sized, brontosaurus burger-sized beef with this t-shirt of all things. But go figure. A fucking girlfriend has a problem to lay upon her boyfriend, the loving, caring, supportive, non-materialistic. I don't care that she never wears makeup because she's beautiful. She doesn't need it, and I'm not bullshitting. I'm not trying to win brownie points, but literally she don't need no fucking makeup. And I tell her that every day, just a reminder, please don't start now because it covers up your pores. Then you'll get crater face, and or you'll be smudging up the fucking pillows, and we don't need one more thing to keep washing every fucking week at the laundry too, because guess what? Who does that too? I do it, not even her. Washes the dishes 95% of the times. I do the laundry, do the house cleaning, I do the cooking, I do the cleaning of whatever the fuck needs to be cleaned up around here. Who did the whole fucking move himself? And mind you, I'm not trying to gender shame, but as I emphasize, himself, literally meaning myself, meaning me, the man with the nuts right down here. Thank God that's off camera. You don't need to fucking see that either. But even my fucking boxer shorts of preference right here, they got holes in them. And guess what? They got fucking holes. Swiss cheese holes so my balls can sometimes slide out inconveniently enough. But guess what? I'm at home. No one needs to fucking see or know that's going on down there. And that's besides the fact that I will admit, hand to God, as in guilty, I am a individual that runs around these streets sometimes, especially in the summer, because I'm a rather bigger boy than need be. Thicker, I guess you can say you're thick. I run around commando. So please don't ever try to do the white boy fucking type of humor bullshit with me as far as trying to pull my pants down or what do they call it, like pants me, or try to have me walk around in boxer shorts if you assume I wear boxers. I do. When I do wear underwear, I wear boxers. But I'm begging you, please don't do that because you're gonna get a very unpleasant surprise, front or back. My overly hairy, very pale, otherwise, thank God, normal-looking ass, and or my very pushy fucking front, which I use to nest and or protect my fucking nutsack and or my dick. So please don't do that to me. I'm begging you as a favor. If you consider me a friend, I'll do the same to you. Consider you a friend, I mean, not fucking demoralize you like that, and I won't ever try to pull your pants down in public. So please don't do it to me. I'm begging you. I don't even care if anyone ever does. I just never want to see anyone else's dick. Just like I never want anyone else on the internet, in public, in life, ever seeing my cock outside of my fucking girlfriend. And I mean my actual girlfriend, not in my fucking mind, the cardboard cutout here, Sasha Banks. What I won't be going back to, most likely, I think twice was enough, and even that was just to get me through a workout, but then I felt kind of soft and flaccid. Soft boy vibes. You know, I felt like the fucking, the Downy Bear, if anything, too. Like I just dove headfirst into a fucking sea full of
stupid sound
blankets.
Snuggle. Yeah.
That's whatever the fuck he says.
Certified lover boy. Snuggle.
Just makes you want to go and grab the nearest, biggest, fattest ass, honey bun shaped ass like Kim does, just to make it feel like a man again.
Just slap it.
Just slap it. Watch it jiggle all around. I'm just doing this for visual purposes. I had to bring her up too, also because in the said cleaning I gotta do around the house, that also includes me having to literally wipe her down. Sasha Banks here. She's gotten dusty. I've been neglectful of her. I'm too busy being a good boyfriend to my actual girlfriend that I've forgotten totally and entirely of the lovely Sasha Banks cutout here I got from WWE.com some years ago. I'm sure it's still on sale if you want this one, and hopefully they got an updated one with like the blue hair she's got going on now. Either way, and yes, those are, by the way, the infamous Who This Been Watching ears that I use for every episode to, and also use as part of my rating system of every movie/TV show I review as well. So, yeah, we're looking at some fucking history right here, some mementos per se of the Who This franchise and empire, soon to be. But yeah, I don't know what her problem is. I can't define it. I can't really put a finger on it. Besides putting some in her, 1, 2, 3. Sometimes, you know, you got to pick and choose depending on her mood, how many she wants specifically in there at one time. But yeah, I don't know what her beef is with my fucking shirt right here, my fucking Ralph Lauren polo. I'm not saying the logo, the flex. I'm just saying they make some pretty good quality fucking lounge around the house, be about your business while you clean up, cook, whatever type of t-shirts that you can really learn to appreciate and actually hold on to for, again, since 2008, what's that, 2008 to 2018, 3 more years, 13 years old this fucking shirt is. This shirt is running down to the bodega when I got my back turned and buying packs of cigarettes to fucking smoke with his dumbass friends and or her dumbass friends, whatever, to be cool, smuggling fucking margarita mixers on the weekends when I'm away working a double shift because I got to put the dumbass through fucking high school and hopefully college, whatever, creeping up on that kind of age, you know, around the time when fucking, I guess, AJ Soprano probably started becoming a little cunt towards his parents. Like, he was a sweet kid growing up, no question, as per the Sopranos' early seasons. But then at some point the switch flipped and he became a little fucking annoying bitch, like a absolute pussy. Like, anytime he looked at you with that little screwed up face of his, you just want to choke him, put him through a wall, whatever. But potential imaginary child abuse aside, but that child deserved it. AJ Soprano, he was an absolute cunt at some point too. You know, God bless Meadow, piece of ass. Jamie Lynn Sigler, by the way, too, piece of ass in general. But what an angel compared to fucking AJ. God damn. But all that aside, girlfriends picking on their fucking loving boyfriends, overly loving boyfriends aside, and all that too. Fuck it. That's brought to you by me, Who This. Again, on all social media platforms, at Who This Is 1. Catch me anywhere imaginable that you go on as far as social media is concerned, at Who This Is 1. YouTube.com/Who This Is 1 to catch the visual version of this episode as well. The audio strictly for your fucking ears, like the Who This Been Watching ears up there on top of Sasha Banks' cardboard cutout I got here in the back. The audio version is available to you on any podcasting platform of your preference and or choice and choosing. Name one, I'm on there, even Amazon, for God's sakes. And that doesn't mean the shit is for sale on Amazon. I'm on Amazon Podcast. That's for free. Jeff Bezos, on the other hand, don't come cheap. And I'm sure, considering the billions upon billions of billions of Jeff Bezos' hard-earned, quote-unquote, dollars he's got in the bank stored away somewhere, they don't come cheap either. I'm sure he comes in the most expensive, high-class, expensivest escorts, call girls that he can imagine, or he could probably put together at this point. He's so rich, he probably has a lab specially made to take strands of hairs and or DNA samples from his fucking women of choosing that he'd love to have a piece of or be inside of sexually, to have them put together in a lab, like kind of like some Powerpuff Girl type of shit, created to the ideal age he wants, hopefully of age, most likely 25 and above, and have him right there, brainless, dripping wet from the pussy, ready for him to fuck, and they all just know his name. That's the only fucking word they know to say, Jeff, Jeff, Jeff. But then, of course, they got to alter and modulate the voice to his liking. I don't know what kind of woman he likes hearing an accent from. Me personally, if I had that choice, I'd probably recreate a perfectly proportioned in ratio to as she was in her prime on the King of Queens, Leia Remini. Oh my God. Everything. Even the fucking voice. The fucking overly Brooklyn accented ass, you know, practically Neanderthal level fucking voice accent she had going on, the New York coffee and all that too. Bring it on. Lay it on me. Sit on my fucking face, for God's sakes. In her prime, Leia Remini, before the Scientology falling off heavy and all that too. I mean, she did get kind of heavy at some point too. I forget why exactly. I think she might have been legit pregnant or something like that, but either or. She bounced back pretty quick. She got away from Scientology, but she stayed married. So I have all the fucking luck in the world, don't I? Fuck it. Brought to you by Who This. Don't forget to tune in every fucking Saturday live on my Instagram page first for the uncut, uncensored, uncircumcised version of Who This Been Watching, my movie/TV review recap podcast done live first on Instagram, then prettied up, cut up, snip, zip, tuck, turtleneck, circumcised version on youtube.com/Who This Is One. I'm Who This, again, on all social media platforms, anywhere you can imagine, at Who This Is One, 2 S's in this, number 1 at the end, because I like to use as my gamer tag when I go online and playing games. Who This Is One, because one day I suck so much as a gamer, but one day I'll be able to scream into my fucking headset to some random 13-year-old in Kalamazoo, Michigan or something like that over a well-fought, earned victory in Call of Duty, whichever one version you're into. Who This Is One, you fucking little cunt.
Yo, it's over. All right, it's over. It's over. Move the mic. Move the mic.
Thank you.
All right.